How's it going, everybody? It's me, Andrew, and this video is testing out the quality, the video quality of my emulator on YouTube. And it's also just going to be me rambling about some stuff, so I hope you don't mind. The original idea I have for this video is to talk about something that I was thinking about after Spy brought it up in one of his videos. And that's where he discussed the fact that Souls will not be able to sustain his channel forever. He doesn't want to have his channel be about Souls forever, and I don't blame him. And I personally can't have my channel be about Souls forever either, because Souls isn't going to last forever unless, like Spy said, they want to go all Square Enix with it and make an unending series of it, which I doubt they do. They probably would want to move on to other stuff. Now, I understand that people subbed to my channel because of a comment string on Ouroboros' channel. That being said, and I also understand that I have been building my channel based off of Souls, and that the community is definitely supporting me in that respect, but like Spy said, Souls isn't going to last forever, and I personally don't want my channel to be about Souls forever either. I don't think it can be sustained that way, and I don't think that any of you would remain happy with seeing the same stuff all the time. You know, I mean, there's only so much you can do with Souls. You can make troll videos, but that's what everybody does. You can make lore videos, but there's enough people doing that. You can do your own gameplay videos, but you know, that's again, it's something that everybody does. And while I understand that everybody's gameplay experience is different, for me, it's just a matter of longevity and, you know, just trying to bring something cool for you guys. And so, in that sense, I'm going to try and find out what the future can hold for my channel. Part of that is going to involve my PS4, because thankfully, PS4 has recording capabilities that don't necessarily require you to have a capture device. My idea with that is to record 15-minute strings of gameplay with the built-in recording function of the PS4, and then I have to upload it to Facebook and then use KeepVid to upload it to my computer, in which case I can edit it. It'll likely be a complicated and long process, but until I can get my PC for recording video gameplay, it'll have to do. And I really hope that it won't be so difficult that it's just a waste of my time, because I'd like to be able to bring some new gameplay to you guys. Shadow of Mordor comes out on the 30th, and that's the first game I'm going to try this with, so I hope that you'll look forward to that. And if it works, you can count on me doing it for, what's the next game that I was going to buy? Well, it was going to be Assassin's Creed Unity, but that's been delayed till November because Ubisoft are stupid and they want to compete with themselves by releasing Unity and Rogue in the same month. November is what I like to call Death of the Wallet month, because there are so many games coming out in November, it's ridiculous. And I'm looking forward to both Assassin's Creed games, which I'm hoping to get both. Shadow of Mordor comes out this month, but another game I want to get is Lords of the Fallen, because it's kind of like Darksiders and Dark Souls put together, to me anyway. And you know, those are coming out. I'm not sure exactly when Lords of the Fallen comes out. I think it's November, but it could be October. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I want to get it. And all of those games are games I'm going to try, well, except for Rogue, because it's for PS3. All of those PS4 games I'm going to try to see if I can get some decent gameplay footage for you guys. And, you know, going forward until I get my PC, that's something I'm going to, you know, really put effort behind. So moving on from that, Bloodborne. It's supposed to be coming out, I think they said February. And I'm actually kind of worried about that. It seems rather close. The period of time from when we learned about Project Beasts to the period of time that it's being released, the time period seems fairly close together to me. I'm worried that the development time, it's not enough. I don't want to see Bloodborne suffer from the same problems that all of the Souls games have had, where the development time was just ridiculously short compared to what they wanted to do with the game. That can be seen in Demon Souls, where we didn't get the Land of Giants. It can be seen in Dark Souls 1, where we didn't get the Artorias of the Abyss stuff until a DLC came out, because it was cut from the main game. Also, if you look at the level design, you can clearly see that the Painted World was the one that had the most attention put on it. And Dark Souls 2 is filled with it, filled with quick development choices and stuff like that. So I don't want to see that happen to Bloodborne. I'm very optimistic about Bloodborne, don't get me wrong. It's being directed by Miyazaki, so it's already got a leg up on Dark Souls 2 at least. But the amount of time just seems way too short to me. But maybe I'm paranoid. I just want the game to do really well, and especially after I've been hearing stuff about its accessibility. And my opinion on accessibility is that it ruins the experience for people who built a series up. The fans of the Soul series are not being catered to when a game is made more accessible for people who aren't a fan of the Soul series. And because Bloodborne is essentially the next generation version of Dark Souls, in that it's a spiritual successor to the Souls series, it means that although it can and likely will appeal to a new audience, it's bringing with it a fan base of people who have built up the original 3 games to be successful. And I have a real problem with publishers foregoing the base fans who stuck with a series and spent the money to ensure that it was successful, for new people coming in to the game and wanting them to spend the money on it. It's the same attitude that cable and phone companies have when they make so many promotional offers for new customers, and they don't even think about the old customers who've been with them for years and years and years. See, for example, the cable company that I'm with, and if any of you are Canadian, you'll know who I'm talking about when I say Rogers. I've been with them for, I want to say 9 years, might be 10 years. It's been a while. I used to have an internet package with them that gave me a 60 gigabyte per month bandwidth cap. And if I went over that, they would charge me $2 per extra gigabyte. So you can imagine, especially being a gamer, how often I went over that cap. And it got to the point where I was fed up with it, because I was going to their website and I saw that they were offering new people an 80 gigabyte per month cap, and it was still the same $2 per extra gigabyte if you go over, but that's still 20 gigabytes extra a month that I wouldn't have to worry about, and meaning less I'd have to pay for. So at that time, my cable box fried, so I was going to call them up for that anyway. And the lady that I was talking to was exceptionally good at her job. She was an excellent customer service rep. And she noticed that I was paying so much money per month on internet. And so she told me that because I had my services bundled with them, I had 3 services bundled with them, that I was eligible for unlimited internet, no bandwidth caps, for just a marginal upgrade fee. I'd have to get a new modem to do it, and they charged me extra $14 a month or something like that. So I went from 60 gigabytes a month and paying $2 per extra gigabyte to having unlimited a month. And that was because of the lady. That's not because of the company, because the company wasn't advertising this. You could go onto their website and you'll never see anything about unlimited internet, because you have to bundle your services with them in order to even be offered it. And it's that kind of policy that I really disagree with. Let me see if I got all the secrets here. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, and exclamation mark. Excellent. Anyways, back to what I was saying. It's that kind of policy where they offer new people more than what they offer the loyal customers who've been with them for years. That really gets on my nerves. Because these new people, they haven't spent the money that the loyal customers have. If you've been a fan of the Soul series, then you've spent a minimum of $180. That money goes to, well, all of it doesn't go to FromSoft, but most of it does. And, well, no, it goes to the publishers and the marketing, whatever. But you know what I mean. Minimum of $180. And if you bought the DLC, then you've spent more. And new customers who, say, have just started with Dark Souls 2, they've only spent a minimum of $60. And if they buy the DLC, fine, but you know, the fact that these new customers who just came in with Dark Souls 2 might be catered to a bit more when it comes to Bloodborne, along with people who didn't even buy either Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Demon Souls, you know, they didn't buy any of the Souls games, and they're the ones that the company is thinking of catering to. That's the wrong attitude to me. It's like saying that the people who've been supporting the game up until now are really not important because they'll buy the game anyway. So let's get those new people in there. Let's get those new dollars in there. And I disagree with that 100%. We are the ones who put the money into making the franchise what it is. We are the ones whose word of mouth have spread the word about this game and increased its fan base. It's been us that's done all of it, and I think that we are deserving of some consideration when it comes to that. So, I mean, with Dark Souls 2, they said the same thing about accessibility, and it's not that it is easier than either Dark Souls 1 or Demon Souls, in my opinion. But that could also be because I am a veteran of the series, and they can't really make a game with the same mechanics seem that new kind of difficulty as with Demon Souls or even Dark Souls 1 for me. But the accessibility thing just gets on my nerves. It's just, why do these people matter when there's no guarantee they're going to stick with the series after this? And so I just have to wonder, what do they think that they're going to get out of catering to people who probably won't have an interest in continuing the series, and if they do, they're the ones going to get they're the ones who are going to be forgotten about in the future. So, what do you think? Do you agree with me about that, or is my opinion just way out there and completely off? I'm sorry about the rambling of this video. I just wanted to test things out and see if I can do this from at least a picture standpoint, if it looks okay. Spy wasn't kidding when he was saying that live commentary is difficult. Even from just playing the game, you're trying to sit there and focus on talking and playing the game at the same time. I had to turn the volume of the game all the way down. But yeah, those are just my thoughts of, a few things. So let me know what you think. So until the next video, which I hope will be soon, and the actual game that I plan on playing, I'll talk to you guys later. And remember, praise the sun.